Hey guys, it's Paul with Divorce Detox, and you may be wondering, Divorce Detox, what is it and why was it created? So, Divorce Detox is an online digital program designed specifically to help guys get through their divorce successfully and, when possible, amicably. And why was it created? Is because when I went through my divorce years ago, there wasn't a central place where a guy could go to have access to all the resources, or a majority of the resources associated with divorce. Things like child support, custody, mediation, divorce, potential rules in the state with regards to how much child support you need to be paying, and then other elements to the program that didn't exist that we added into this that most divorce programs do not include, especially for guys, is emotions, mindset, and heart set. And the reason we include these is everyone knows, or at least a lot of people know, about the familiarity stuff with divorces when it comes to child support, mediation, lawyers, having assets divided, things like that. But what doesn't get as much attention is the fact that when you're going through a divorce, there can be ups and downs, and with those, your emotions can really get triggered, and your mindset and your heart set. We also include information on social media and texting, because once it's out there, guys, it's out there. So you want to be cautious when using social media, especially if you're amped up in your divorce. And for some folks, they don't realize that when you divorce, you're divorced for life. It's not just a one-day signing of the thing and you're done. It goes on forever. And so how Divorce Detox is actually set up, it's online, like I said. It's available 24/7, and there's actually 7 modules. And the topics, again, very broad-ranging. We try to make the program as encompassing as possible. And I am telling you right now, yeah, I'm not aware of any divorce program out there that covers every single scenario, because, folks, there's a lot of different ways divorces occur, a lot of different options. So I don't think there's one program that covers every single scenario. And a lot of the lessons we have here within each module, you have lessons. Within the lessons, you actually have learning activities, and the learning activities are specifically designed to allow the user, probably a guy, to actually do some research, some homework, and figure out how to get through various scenarios. And we give you assignments, and the goal of giving these assignments is you actually go and practice and research and learn more about the material, so then when it comes time to actually use the tools that you've been given, it's a little easier to use the tools intimately, because it's always easy to talk about like this on a video and do the research. When it comes to real time and your emotions are involved and the other person's there, it can be a little more difficult. Other topics that are included are when to consider dating and how to introduce new partners to kiddos if you have them. Other things that are included in the program, as well as what happens if you get arrested during a divorce proceeding, how does that play out? And also other things like what happens if you lose your job during a divorce, and how does that impact things such as spousal support, child support, and other fees. Other topics include where you're going to live when you're divorced. That's going to be up to each individual term, but you got to have it. We also include links throughout the entire program, and the links are important because it gives you resources to like state rules regarding divorce, because every state may have different rules. It also gives you checklists and budget templates, because I didn't have this when I went through my divorce, guys. And we include this information, again, to support you being as successful as possible, because it is possible to be successful. And each person is going to define their own success in their own way. We want you to realize that you can actually have a successful divorce, even have ending amicably. So really, a comprehensive program, truly designed to help guys. And it's been interesting. I've been doing some podcasts lately as a guest, and we've identified that not only is the program applicable to guys, but it applies to any individual going through a divorce, because the topics always apply. We just happen to make the program for the initial launch specific to guys, because a lot of guys don't have resources like this available to them. So even if you're a female considering divorce, the program has the content that applies to both sides, and it doesn't matter if you're in a heterosexual or homosexual relationship. The rules still apply, guys. It's always the same. It's always consistent. There's nuances, but again, a divorce is a divorce, and just different tweaks to it regardless of the couple of the dynamic. So hope that information is helpful for you guys. One thing I'll close with as well, there's probably a link below to give you access to our free resources and some tools they might be able to use immediately. And the other thing about Divorce Detox is not just my story. It includes other stories, too, from some other guys that I've worked with, and they've shared their stories with me. And we include that in just so you can see that there truly is no two divorces the same. Each one is unique as well. And so as I conclude this, again, I appreciate you taking time to consider Divorce Detox. Look forward to the potential of seeing you in the program itself. Make sure you go over to the bottom to where there's a link. There's a link to a free gift for you guys. I'm going to conclude this here today. Talk to you in the very near future. Thanks again. Have a great one.